There are a couple of other finishing touches that you want to think about. The first is adding a logo. You'll notice on this video and all my videos, I have a daringly dull logo in the lower right corner. I want to make sure anyone watching this knows where the video came from and who it is they're watching. I recommend you do the same. My logo is animated a little bit as it comes on screen. Here it is again so you can see the animation, and then it just sits there the rest of the time so it doesn't distract from the main content. I usually recommend if you have a logo for your organization, you put it on the video. You don't need it to be animated, but I use the lower right corner for the logo because I usually use the lower left corner for any lower third titles. Lower third titles are just when a title is used to identify someone on the screen, and it's called a lower third because it's usually in the lower 1/3 part of the image. Your organization, it probably already has a logo, and if you do, there's a good chance that somewhere you have it in a format that you can add to your video. What you want is an image with a transparent background. It's called an alpha channel. The alpha channel is just an invisible part of the image that says, this is the background and it's transparent. There are many image formats that allow alpha channels, but .png images, they tend to be the most common. Now, unfortunately, JPEGs, they don't support alpha channels, even though they're the most popular image format. If you don't know if you have a version of your logo with an alpha channel, talk to whoever designs any of your mailings or your pamphlets, or maybe whoever works on your website. They're likely to have one, or at least be able to point you to someone who does. And once you've got your logo image file, you can just import it like any other video file and drop it on the timeline on a video track, and it'll be right there with the transparent background. Then extend it to the length of the video and use the scale and positioning tools to put it on the screen where you want it. Now, if you plan on posting to YouTube, you might also want to add an end screen to your videos. The end screen is a little video at the end of a YouTube video that promotes other videos. You see them at the end of all my videos and all over YouTube. Mine has a button that you can click to subscribe, and it can also take you to the playlist for all these videos or the next one in the series. You'll have to decide, does an end screen make sense for your video and your organization? If you're making a one-off video, well, then it may not make sense to have an end screen, but for a series like this is, the end screen helps people find the other videos in the series. There's also a setting where it can just help find your best video. And if you search online for YouTube end screen template, you'll find lots of examples, including ones that you can edit and adjust to work for your video. Then when you publish the video on YouTube, you tell YouTube what to put on the screen, where to put it, and when to start the end screen. You can have as much as 20 seconds for your end screen, and if you make it the full 20 seconds, it's actually a little easier to set it up. The inner workings of YouTube are a little beyond these lessons, but there are lots of instructions online about how to add the end screens and how to set them up. And that's pretty much it. We'll start talking next about exporting the video and the things you want to do so you can start getting your video out to everywhere you want it.